Yeah. Well, I guess technically I have three businesses now. One's a new one that I think I may have mentioned it to you, but the first thing I ever did was I had a YouTube channel, have one called Mitch Manley. It's approaching 1 million followers, even though I've not prioritized it for the past like 3 or 4 years, probably. I have a consulting company where I show coaches and agencies how to scale their business. And my newest, most exciting thing is this video editing, done for you content marketing offer, primarily for people who have a high ticket offer. I like those high prices. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do. And in terms of how I met you, friend of a friend, I'm in Medellín. I don't know anyone. Go meet Thomas. We've done business together. We're friends. And yeah, that's the really quick introduction. And you've introduced me to so many people here. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's like a treasure of successful, awesome people, basically.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And so tell me a little bit about like what brought you to Medellín? Like, how did you end up in Medellín? Because we're in Medellín, Colombia, recording this right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm Canadian, but I haven't spent much time in Canada at all. I lived in Europe for like 4.5 years, mainly in Austria. And after that, I did some traveling. I lived in Mexico. I went back to Canada. I got cold. And I literally just had two friends here. Two good friends, Ben and Constantine.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, come down. And I'm like, yeah, it's cold in Canada, I guess. Like, I don't have some like, I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And I came down. I didn't really know much about Colombia, actually. Like, I don't know about the people, the culture, nothing. I came down. I fairly quickly met you, actually. So that was it. There's not some grand story. I just heard it was nice. I had two good friends and they said there's lots of awesome people down here. You know, the weather's amazing. The food's amazing. Everything's amazing.
Yeah.
So,
and how long have you been in Medellín now?
I guess 2.5 years now.
2.5. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It's wild.
Yeah, because we met, when did we meet? I mean, it's been over a year.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, way over. I think it's been much more than a year.
Yeah, it's been probably like a year and a half.
That day on my rooftop, bro. It's been longer than a year since that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're one of the, I mean, quite literally founding members of the community. I would say like the ignite to the entire community. So it's been
I'm involved, dude. You know, I'm in it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's been a journey. So it's awesome to have you here and also see the growth, because I know when we first met, like it was when we were doing the co-living and that time.
Oh yeah.
God, Entrepreneur House started as a entrepreneur house, like literally a house for entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
And then Ben introduced us and was like, hey, I think that you guys have these two synergies. Like, you can do events, you know, a lot of people. Right. Mitch does this thing for these people. Yeah. Do an event together. And then since then, like 3 events passed, you know, multiple 6 figures later. And now the community is like this whole thing. We almost have 100 members now. So it's been growing. It's continuing to grow.
That's a milestone for sure, eh? 100 people. Yeah.
Yeah. We're closing in on it. So, So, and I just have to say, like, big thanks to you, because you gave me tons of ideas. I even worked with you one-on-one for a few months. And So it's really been like that whole journey. And, you know, we both helped each other, and through the community, you've met people, worked with a lot of the members, worked with a lot of the people. And I basically, you know, created this community through the ideas that you have and how to create offers. So
yeah, man. Well, it's funny too, because it's like, I think that's one of the biggest benefits. I mean, there's so many of having a community. I mean, God, like, but just even just on a financial standpoint, like, just it's crazy how much money we made. We had like, we had a meeting for an hour, not more than an hour. You did a few Instagram stories, and then we just did like, how much, like 120 grand in like a day, or like whatever that week. It's just wild. But that's like networking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, it is one of the highest leverage things for sure, if you're the right kind of person, I guess, you know, or just like, but if you go to like an ice bath event or something or whatever, and let's say you're someone who isn't as successful or whatever, just like that, if you're in an ice bath with someone, that dude's going to share some stuff with you. He's not thinking of the paywall, you know, he's just like freezing. Yeah, do this. It's like, there's only wins, you know, it's like, it's hard not to get an ROI on it. If you have it's impossible actually. If you have the intention to get an ROI, you will. That's what I believe. Yeah. Yeah.
So tell me more about what you're doing today with the new offer, because you mentioned it a couple of times. So
I'm pumped about it, dude. Well, dude, it's like you do the same thing for 6 years and it's great. And I love my main consulting offer. But I guess what I noticed was, I'm trying to keep this short because there's actually a lot of reasons why I chose to start it. I started like a week ago. It's going like really well. It's like, oh my God. Like, I've done no market, nothing. I've sent out some DMs, like people are signing up like quickly. And I'm like, whoa, okay, this is crazy. But basically, there's a lot of people who are into the personal branding thing, right? thanks to the Iman Gadzis, the Alex Hermosis, and everyone is like, you know, trying to look a certain way, smoke the cigars and all these things. And it's funny because like I've been like very financially successful making unedited videos on my Facebook profile from my phone with like a white wall behind me. And like, you know, I've done like 100K months from that, basically 70K months just from in profit, just from doing that. So I know what you can do if you just show up and you say the right thing with the right offer. Mm-hmm. And when I started to, because I know at some point I'm like, I just need to start making content. So I just started consuming content. I'm like, okay, so I'm on Instagram, right? And I'm seeing like, there's no way these people are making that much money, because I know how you have to say things and what you have to say in order to make a lot of money. I'm like, I don't think they are. If you have a low ticket offer, then it's a different thing, right? Like a school community, no shade there, but it's just not really what I do. So I'm like, but they looked like they're so successful. Because dude, I didn't have Instagram until I was 30. Like I'm, you know, really? So yeah, really. Like well, I mean, technically I had Facebook for my business, but I didn't have like a proper social media literally until I was 30, 31 years old. Anyways, but basically what I noticed was like, there's just not many people making content in a way to get high ticket clients. And yeah, so I'm like, I saw an opportunity, and like, I mean, I know a lot about videos, content from my Mitch Manley YouTube channel. And like, yeah. And I started making videos myself. And the first 30 days, I think I did like 40 grand in revenue. And dude, the videos are getting like, I mean, I'll tell you the story I just said there. Yeah. There's like one of my YouTube shorts got 3 views. One was from me. And I got a warm inbound lead from a guy who has an agency who's qualified. He has you know what he has? He has an agency, I think, doing like 5K a month or something like that. And his offer is helping video production agencies grow, which is exactly what Noam did. And he made, so it's like, I'm like, oh, this guy's probably going to sign. And you know his testimonial, right? Yeah. It's amazing. So I'm like, oh my God, dude, it got two views, man. It's just wild. I'm like, oh, so it's like this weird sort of like blue ocean thing. So the idea is, okay, people who have a high ticket offer, done for you content, editing, blah, 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 blah. And that's pretty much it. I'll just tell you what to say and how to say it. And you literally do nothing but film from your phone.
Is it just shorts? Is that the focus?
Yeah, I mean, the focus is, I mean, my first consulting offer ever was a YouTube offer. So I do have that. But no, shorts are just so easy. And everyone kind of sucks at making them for a high ticket offer. They don't suck for like being fancy and all these things. So like
getting views, you're basically saying like, I'm not going to help you get 1 million views, but I'm going to help you get a lot of money.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, dude, there's a video on like my videos are getting like 100 to 200 views. It's almost like, it feels like, so if someone's watching this, they're like, what is this guy even saying? I'm like, no, I'm telling you, like, there's a video that had 88 views. A guy commented, super qualified, right? And it's just like, this is great, you know? And the way that I almost approach business a little bit, it's like, if your goal is just like a financial thing, it's like, oh man, I can talk a lot about this, but basically it's like, I probably take 2 to 3 calls a week, but like 1 or 2 are going to sign up every single week because they're so qualified. My offer is so specific. The content is done in such a specific way. It's just kind of hard to say no, you know, but people are so obsessed about like booking more calls, getting more views. And I don't know why they do that. I just don't. Because even if you do book more calls, then there's like energy that's put in to qualify and all these things. And of course you can. There's AI solutions, there's setter solutions, but it's like, why are you making this so difficult? Like, just, you don't have to do that, you know? So yeah, this is a thing. Like, it's already becoming a thing. I think
That's awesome.
Yeah. Like I've had 3 people sign up in like a week, basically. And I haven't done anything. I'm like, I got a VA. Yeah. Just send this up, see what happens. Like, oh yeah. And then I have calls booked. I'm like, this is wild. And it's going to be reoccurring too, probably. There's lots of people who want to keep doing videos. So I'm like, oh my God, it's a thing.
What is if you were to give someone advice, like, okay, how do I make a video that actually gets clients versus not? Like, what are people doing wrong? What do people need to change to?
Yeah. The one thing I'll say, you know, Ben went to like this influencer thing with a bunch of really popular influencers. And Ben's whole thing is basically helping influencers build products and blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. He's like, bro, they don't make any money. He's like, none of them. Like 500,000 followers, man, dude, they're making like almost nothing. I'm like, wow, okay. Confirmed, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's acceptance.
No, I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's a thing. And some of these guys have even hired me and they're like, well, what are your margins? They're like, oh, well, you know, I'm like, okay. So, but in terms of like how to make a video that gets views, basically, there's a lot that goes into this, okay? I'll say 2 things. The first thing is a lot of people view content like, okay, let me just follow a framework, and they'll hire someone to follow a framework. But I always say, yeah, but every niche is different. Like I have a binge eating coach client and a guy who helps medical practices in the USA with sales. I can promise you the $1 million a year doctor versus the 50-year-old binge eating woman, they don't respond to the same kind of content. They're a little different, you know? These are real stories too. So it's like you have to I recommend people, if you have existing clients, go interview the people who signed up and say, what made you buy? What was your buying journey? A question that no one asks is, what were the red flags that you saw in my offer? So imagine you bought my thing and I said, so Thomas, what were some of the red flags? What made you question things? No one asked that, you know, and there's always something. It's very rare. Like, no, it was absolutely perfect. You know, it's like, no, there's usually something. And these are and because most people are not going to say, hey, Thomas, I read your thing and you know what? I have this, like, or for me, it's like, if I talk about some crazy testimonial, it's like, if I don't mention that, oh, they had no followers, someone could say something like, oh, so like, Mitch, I saw your post. I just wanted to confirm that, like, did this person have followers or not? Like, most people don't talk like that. See what I'm saying? They don't say that. So it's like, you kind of have to say it. I mean, if you want people to sign up. So anyways, but it starts off with having a very specific offer, doing a ton of interviews, give the people what they want. It doesn't matter what you want. The phrase, if you build it, they will come. Don't ever do that. So there's that movie, right? Yeah. The worst business advice, maybe in history, actually, maybe possibly ever. So yeah. And then show up and talk about what I call the deep whats, So for example, I'm talking a lot here. I hope it's okay.
No, this is fine.
All right, cool.
This is great content.
Fantastic. Okay. I just like to confirm, you know, an example of a deep what could be like, in my space, are you tired of going on group Zoom calls? Because a lot of people have group coaching programs, right? That is a thing. People are tired, but like, what does tired mean? What does that mean? Versus something like, are you an online coach or agency who shows up to your 50 to 100 person group Zoom call every single week, only for you to feel like, you know, you're watching someone ask a question that you already know the answer to. You start to question why you're even there. You feel like you're wasting your time, like you're waiting for your turn. It's been like 2 hours, like blah, 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 blah. Maybe the salesperson said to you, oh, you're going to love the family. You're going to love the community. But ironically, you actually feel more isolated given how many people are there, right? Compare that to, are you tired of group Zoom calls? Like, if you're deep enough, it's exceptionally hard for that person to look away. It's almost like they can't if it's deep enough. So, and there's a lot more to it than just that, but it's like, if you can just show up and talk about the deep what, then, I mean, you know, then like address the problem, the situation, the psychographics of the situation of the person, then talk about your solution, then it's really not that difficult, but it's very specific. That's what I'll say. Like, as you know, the interviews, like you have to talk to people in a very specific way, ask very specific questions. And if you don't do that, you'll never understand the deep whats. So yeah, in summary, very specific offer that you get from the interviews, then show up and talk about the deep whats. And you can get clients from short form content. You can. I like long form, but it's like, again, a minute is enough time to talk about one specific thing, not like 10, you know? So that'd be my advice. Yeah.
Makes
I don't
sense.
like broad stuff, you know, not my thing.
And so if someone's watching this and they want to connect with you and learn more, where can they find you?
I guess Mitch Wiggins official on Instagram, I suppose.
Okay.
You know, I don't know. Yeah. I just started it. So, you know, like,
you're like, I don't know. I guess.
Yeah. It's the page that has like 230 followers. That one, at least currently.
Okay. So go to Instagram, follow.
Yeah. Mitch Wiggins official.
And send you a message. And
I'm realizing that's kind of a long name though. It's like Mitch Wiggins official. It's almost like mentally like too many words, you know, but
we'll put it on the screen, make it easy for people. So if someone's listening to that and this sounds interesting, even remotely, go ahead and DM Mitch and find out more.
The videos are not exciting. They're just me talking very directly to people. It's not meant to be exciting. It's meant to be, so this is the thing. Like, but if you're the right person, you're going to love it. If you're not the right person, you're going to leave that page in 2 seconds, which is the goal. That's the whole point, you know. Anyways, I'd mention that.
So it's not to go viral, it's to make money, which I think a lot of people mistake that because they don't know.
Also, dude, I've gone viral. My most popular video on YouTube has 10 million views, dude. I've come from that world. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, it's not the way. That's what my opinion, at least. You know?
Yeah. So if anyone's, it's probably you're the best person to share this because you've had both experiences.
Yeah, and I like that because like I can't be challenged in that way. I'm like, no, like I probably have more viral videos than most people. Like there is a point with that channel, every video is getting over 1 million views for like 3 months. You can check every single one.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So I've done it. So and it's like, I mean, if you're a creative person, it's fun to express. It's like a passion project for me now. I'm not like, I'm just saying, but dude, this is not the kind of business I personally want to have.
Right. So, So let's quickly talk about your experience. So you've been in the group for about a year.
Yeah.
What was your experience like in the entrepreneur house and kind of people that you've met? And
well, I mean, man, like I remember the first kind of like proper event you remember the one, right? Like,
Yes.
I'm sitting beside some dude who was like buying some of Pablo Escobar's old houses. I'm like, oh, okay. Like the first story, he literally, I don't know if this is weird to say on here, but he was like, yeah, it's pretty weird. I bought this like apartment. There was like this huge indoor pool and he had like a torture chamber in the apartment. I'm like, that is insane. But like, I'm a little intrigued by what he's saying. You know, I'm like, that's wild. It's almost like every person I turned to had some super awesome thing that they're doing, you know? And I also felt like a lot of people, it's kind of nice being around people who don't need anything from you, I guess. You know, it's like you're talking to no one's perfect, but very complete people, you know, and that's just like a nice feeling, especially if you are a successful person. Anyone who's successful knows like what I'm, you know, talking about. And on top of that, they're not just interested in building their business. Like, yeah, I mean, well, I think Medellín specifically kind of attracts a certain kind of person. Like, I don't think you can be like a 10 out of 10 materialist in Medellín. I don't know. Like, why would you be here?
Yeah.
Go to another place. So yeah, typically they're interested in like, you know, just growing as a person, you know, like the ice bath stuff, the sauna, like spiritually evolving, like all these different vectors, you know, because for me personally, like money is actually like one of the least interesting things. I think it's because it's what I do. So it's like, I don't really need to talk about that, you know, like talk about relationships just with people who are complete people, more complete than the average person for sure.
Sure.
I don't know how else to say it now. Yeah, they're just like really great, complete people who have a lot to offer.
And so anyone watching this who's coming to Medellín or already in Medellín, they're on the outside, right?
Yeah.
They're thinking about coming here. They're a successful guy, successful entrepreneur, and they want to meet people. What would you say to someone on the outside that's thinking about like jumping in, being part of a group?
Well,
like
I don't
this?
know why you wouldn't try it. Like, I don't really understand. It's like, well, what's your alternative? To be alone and freaking be on like dating apps trying to build a social circle or something? What are you doing? Like, why would you not at least contact you? Because I mean, I know you were doing some like, I don't know what you're like really doing now, but I'm sure there's some opportunities to at least meet people. Like, why would you say no to that? I guess the only exception would be like if you're but even that though, like really antisocial and you hate everyone, then maybe not. But even then, which I mean, dude, even I'm a little bit like that. I still tried it. I'm like, oh, I'll go to one.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, there's no excuse not to like try something. You know what I mean? It's just like, I think if you don't want to try something, you're kind of BSing yourself. It's one thing to try it, really take it all in, then make a decision. But if you're not even trying it, it's like, bro, come on. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
What are, you know, my expression, what are we doing here? What's really going on? You know? Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, Mitch, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Can connect with you on Instagram.
Yeah.
The YouTube channel, Mitch Manley.
Yeah. Yeah, I've not been in the Mitch Manley email list in a while, so I don't know, but it's there. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, you can check it out on YouTube. You know, it's a real thing, and you can connect on Instagram if you want to learn more about what you're doing with the content stuff. By the time this is out, this offer probably would be like have a wait list.
Dude, honestly, like as salesy as that sounds, maybe it might be the first time I'd ever say that based on how it's going the past like 5 days. Yeah, honestly, probably because I'm limited. I only have so many editors. I can't. There's actually like a bottleneck to this. So
yeah, that's crazy. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, bro.